In listening mode to over 100 local government leaders on the coronavirus front line.
And we've got Sky with us for the first few contributions.
Sky News joined a video call revealing the challenges of the ongoing lockdown. First, the care sector.
My borough has got a workforce of about 5,000. We were offered 10 tests. It's just not happened.
Then on council finances.
Ministers have said to us overtly 3 or 4 times, don't worry, spend what it takes, we will reimburse you. And we started to hear in the last few days, and particularly a very concerning call with Nick, the Secretary of State, and some other senior council leaders yesterday, ministers start to backtrack on that commitment rapidly.
On homelessness.
The government were very clear that whatever it cost, they wanted us to put people up in hotels. We did suffer from a bit of a lack of joined up approach, because at the same time as government was saying that, they were also asking hotels to close.
And supplies for the vulnerable.
Many of the food that was being delivered was either out of date or close to being out of date. Mouldy bread has been being delivered to residents, which clearly is a real concern.
And what was the lesson from the discussion?
The government's put a lot of schemes in place, and the question is how they're being implemented, and is there a gap? And we heard about real gaps. One of the starkest that I heard, there was Enfield there. Enfield Council got 5,000 people working in the care sector, and they've only had 10 tests.
Opposing may be easy, but deciding is difficult. Does the Labour leader think that ministers are going to have to make trade-offs, for instance, between young and old?
Well, I don't think there'll be trade-offs as such. What we've got a duty to do is to keep everybody safe and well. That may be putting in different support for different sectors, of course, but it's not really about a trade-off.
But British politicians never like to acknowledge the trade-offs that they make in public when they come to a decision. And we've seen that time and again from politicians, Conservative as well as now Labour. But the thing about the coronavirus conundrum is that there are so many of them. The state of the economy under lockdown versus the health of the nation, the young versus the old. That's why one cabinet minister said to me it was going to take weeks to work out how to convince the public that it might be safe to come out of lockdown. The chief medical officer today saying that we are reaching the peak, but that might not be enough.
At the moment, we are not yet at the point where we can say confidently and safely, this is now past the peak, and we can start thinking very much about the next phases.
Tomorrow, a meeting of Cobra likely to decide to continue lockdown until at least the end of April. Life slowing, but ministers need to stop too much coming to a complete halt. Sam Coates, Sky News.